centre ring. Ben, oh, he's put him down. He's put him down. Ben has put Eubank down with the left hand, right hand, and as we said, as he comes looking for the opportunity and the chance to knock Ben out, he left himself square and caught beautifully by a combination from Ben, and Ben now is looking to end this one in devastating fashion in the final round. He's looking for Eubank, more headshots. Eubank might go down again. He's holding on desperately. Is he going to see it through to the final battle? Here comes Ben.
Conor Benn has finally achieved what many thought impossible, overcoming years of controversy, accusations, delays, and scandals while facing one of Britain's fiercest boxing rivalries. In a dramatic rematch on November 15, 2025, he reclaimed his legacy and exacted revenge on Chris Eubank Jr., leaving the boxing world stunned by the significance of this long-awaited showdown.
By unanimous decision, he's now defeated every man he's ever faced in the ring. He is Conor the Destroyer Benn.
Conor Benn's team claims this victory has restored his reputation, cleared his name, and prepared him for world-level bouts, while Eubank supporters argue that the rematch didn't feature the same sharpness from Chris Eubank Jr., who they say underestimated Ben and left many calling for a decisive third fight. Regardless of opinions, there's no denying that Ben has dramatically altered the course of his career. This win places him back in title contention, wins public favor, opens doors to world championship opportunities, and proves he is far from the fighter critics labeled him after their first encounter. The rivalry remains intense, fueling debates about whether Ben has truly emerged as the superior fighter or if Eubank Jr. will return more determined. But one thing is certain, this rematch has reignited British boxing with a level of excitement unseen in years.
That first fight was a bang out. This one, it seemed like not Conor, but not Conor Benn, but Chris Eubank. It looked like he more focused. It looked like he more focused. It like his weight cut wasn't as crazy as the first one. You know, I feel like maybe that first fight he was going through some stuff probably with his weight cut. It seemed like a tough weight cut. This one seemed a little easier for him. He seemed a little more focused. Even though he took the first fight, he seemed a little more focused for this fight. I think he prepared. You know, it's always harder to beat a guy you already beat. You know, and it wasn't like a oh, I just blew him out type of fight. You know, so I think he did for the second fight probably prepare a little better for him, for Conor.
Definitely.
So, you know, Conor gonna win his review. You know, he gonna win his get back.
You know, I was in hospital.
Was you in hospital with Chris?
Oh, we was in the same hospital, yeah. He was in the other room. His dad was with me.
Yeah.
His dad was standing there with me holding my hand.
Was that a mad, like, was that surreal?
It was weird, yeah.
Was your dad in the room as well?
My dad was there as well, standing like at the end of my bed and Cindy's there holding my hand. It was the weirdest thing. But obviously I was in like, I don't even know where I was. Like as in, I was just feeling a bit sick. There was a lot going on. Yeah. They obviously gave me medication and I was sort of, not with it, but with it. And then I've got Cindy standing there looking at me like feeling so sorry for me. Like,
did he say anything or?
Yeah, he started getting all teary-eyed and was just like, why did we do this? Because obviously he's older now, isn't he? So he's looking at me and he's looking at Chris and he's just going, why do we do this? You know, and I think he blames everybody else that we're in the position we're in. But ultimately, we're modern day gladiators.
Strong commentary was even from round one. You didn't quite look yourself in the ring tonight. What went wrong tonight, Chris Eubank Jr.?
Yeah, I've been through hell and back to get to this night, and it is what it is. I tried my best, and listen, the kid fought hard, he fought tough. He's got power, this kid. You know, he was bigger than me on the scouts. I don't know how he did it. I
This wasn't just a rematch or another fight. It was the culmination of years of tension, insults, and family rivalries, reigniting the Ben Eubank feud for a new generation. And Conor Benn entered the ring determined to silence his doubters and erase the memory of their first encounter. From the very first spell, the difference was clear. Ben fought with unmatched intensity, sharper, faster, and more explosive than ever, with every punch carrying purpose and every exchange feeling personal, while Eubank Jr. appeared for the first time in years to be struggling to match the relentless power, pressure, and ferocity that so many analysts had predicted would define the fight.
Benny, what do you make of the fight?
Man, good fight, man. They gotta do it again.
How was it walking out with Chris Eubank Jr, man?
It's exciting, man. A lot of energy.
Do you want to see the trilogy? You want to see the trilogy?
Man, you know what? I think Chris looks in fantastic shape. I managed to get a sneak peek of his training camp in Dubai, and I think Bomac is just going to add, you know, even more. So I've got Chris taking it again. Could be a stoppage this time because Chris is looking really good.
You know, I've been changing my mind, but I think Eubank will be too big and too strong for him. I think he's probably on the weight better this time. So I'm saying Eubank, probably a point, maybe late stoppage.
Eubank's gonna win again, man. I think stoppage this time. I think he's done the weight right as well. Looks like he's on point. Said it last time and I'll say it again. Eubank all day, every day, man.
I see it going the same way as it went in April. I think Eubank can do it a bit easier, but I want Ben to win.
For me, it's going to be Eubank. He bossed it last time, so I think he'll do it again as well. This time, I think he's going to make Ben hit the canvas.
Conor Benn learns the lessons from the first fight, and the lessons that he needs to learn is how to pace a fight over 12 rounds. He learns them lessons, he'll win this fight. And I think he will win. I think he'll win on point. The big difference is, this isn't no longer his first rodeo. This is the second time around. He is, out of the two fighters, he's the one who can fight for 3 minutes a round. Chris Eubank Jr. can no longer fight for 3 minutes a round. He paces himself right. That's why he came strong in the last 3 rounds of the last fight, and that's what won the fight in my opinion. He came strong in the championship rounds. But this time around, I think Conor will be a lot more calm. I think he'll be a lot more calculated. He'll be explosive. He's now grown at the weight a little bit more. He looks thicker around the legs, around the neck. I just think it all points towards a Conor Benn victory, but make no mistake, this is a really close fight. It's a proper pick-up.
When Conor Benn is emotionally locked in, he becomes a formidable force. But the real story isn't just that he defeated Chris Eubank Jr., it's what this victory signifies. After their first fight, where Eubank dominated and Benn faced widespread criticism, many claimed he would never recover, that controversy would consume him, and that the rivalry was finished before it began. Yet this performance completely reverses that narrative, sparking debates among fans over who is truly superior, whether Benn's win was more impressive, and what might happen if they meet for a third fight. A trilogy would undoubtedly be one of the biggest British boxing events in years, with both men now holding emotional, high-stakes victories and both families determined to keep the rivalry alive until it is definitively settled.